boogie.
Out, so you heard him too. Switch on the TV, we may pick him up on channel 2. Look out your window, I can see his light. If he can sparkle, he may land tonight. Don't tell your papa, or he'll get us locked up in fight. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. Starman come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie.
Nice one, so cheers for that, Cobra. That was all good stuff. And now, in keeping with one of my features about local people, I'm going to play something I made a while ago, all about someone I know called Barry Thomas, or James, as is his stage name. Loads of people know him. He was on The Voice last year, I think it was. So here's my Looking Twice at Barry James. And when he opened the door back in 1984, that's when I first met a young Barry James. He was looking for my twin brothers, our Andrew, a drummer, and Bill on the bass. They soon formed a three-piece called Look Twice, and nearly made it. He's going to live in Marbella now. But before he did, I went down to Barry's prolific recording studio in Stockport and asked him why he wants to live in Spain, and a few other things. When did it all start?
I started playing guitar in 1975, so I went to Reno's Music, bought a K guitar, and it was the biggest pile of dung ever. We all plugged into a reel-to-reel tape recorder, and we got together and plugged that in and plugged 4-input mixer into that. That was our band. We thought we were Led Zeppelin. We were there. We had an audition drum kit from Woolworths. We initially called ourselves Purple Haze. That was my first band. My dad got laid off from the Guardian, and he said to me, "Son, this is the only time you could ever ask me for money, son. Anything you want." I said, "Well, I want a guitar." And he went, "A guitar?" And it was this Les Paul copy, just like Paul Kossoff out of Freezer. I was just like, "Oh, wow." One of them, it was 104 quid. And then I auditioned for a band called Feedback. They were a bit older than me. They were like 15, 16-year-old lads. But I auditioned for the band because I had a guitar. I didn't have an amp. They let me join the band. So I was like 13 or something like that. It was rehearsing at the Co-op Hall on Olyhead Road, pushing prams with amplifiers on from Bench Hill Road. It was about a mile and a half. And then we go and rehearse. From there, we did 175 gigs before I was 16. So that was where I learned that I was going to be a musician properly then. It was natural to me.
Where was you gigging then?
Oh, I was doing Barrowing Furnace, Cleethorpes, everywhere. We just like rock band. We do like rock covers. And then my brother realised that I could play. I was about 16. Then he had me basically come and guest with his band. While the rest of the band were getting getting 35 quid a gig. I was getting a fiver because that was me serving me time. But I was looking to play with Sad Cafe musicians. I was looking to play with 10cc's drummer. So you shouldn't have to look at music to get something from it. You know, music can be on in the background while you're doing the pots or something like that. You know, you don't have to watch it while you're doing the pots, do you? You know what I mean? I just remember when we worked with Chris Evans years ago. You got a fantastic bass for radio.
So who have you worked with?
Number of people. I'd say the first ones I've worked with that taught and learned stuff off was obviously Paul Young, Michael Mechanics, and Lenny out of Sad Cafe, Des Tong out of Sad Cafe, Paul Burgess out of 10cc. Edwin Starr, I went to watch him when I was 9, one of my highlights of my career, and my band was playing and Edwin Starr walked in and stood right at the side of me and said, "Hey, your band sounds good, man. I want to play with you." I was like, "Oh, Edwin Starr said my band sounds good and he wants to play with me band." So that was amazing. And then later on, after working with Dougie and stuff, I met up with Phil Lynott out of Thin Lizzy, who was the biggest influence in my whole life.
What youth gardener?
Dougie set up me to play Dance in the Moonlight at the International years and years ago. But I went on and played Dance in the Moonlight. Phil Lynott stood right in front of me and I started playing it, which absolutely shook me to my boots. He's like my hero. And I remember seeing him on Crackerjack many years ago doing Whiskey in a Jar, thinking, wow, he looks like Jimi Hendrix. And there was this guy just laughing at me, smiling, because he knew that he'd be freaking me out, so he was loving it. He'd love winding people up. So I said, "Phil, I love all your music." I couldn't even look at him. I was like, and he said, "I love everything you do." I said, I hope you don't mind me doing your song. That's what I said. He said, "You sing well, you play well, and Joey Leeds tells me to do a bit in the garden." So come and do my garden, I'll put you on to a few people in London. That's how it started off to me. If it rains, you can go in the studio. So I was like doing the rain dance every day. And then basically, after about a month of being there, he just said to me, "Forget the gardening tomorrow, Barry. I want you to come in the studio because you can do all the backing vocals. I can't reach anyone. You sound like me." So that was it, really. And he pulled me up. He was amazing, Phil, and I miss him every day. It's 24 years ago now since he passed away, and it's why I've done the album track list to prove that Phil's songs are so good. You can do them anyway. We did the 20th anniversary tour on the album because I'm only doing Phil songs on that. I mean, I've got Old Town and Parisian Walkway, Southbound, and Dancing in the Moonlight because I was the one to play with him.
But I'm dancing in the moonlight.
The ones I've only recorded so far. All the people.
It's not Phyllis.
Me. She calls me a second adopted son. She's my picture on my Facebook page. It was like me and Phyllis here, dressed up as an Indian woman, Indian squaw. That's Phyllis.
Oh, I've not seen it for years.
She's amazing.
I remember having a go at me for eating the food because she had a party for Phil. And I met Phil and hiya, Phil.
Because he was well tall, he's 6 foot.
6'5".
He's a big lad. Well, as you know, the boys are back in town. The Phil Lynott songs are written about that. And part of this thing I'm doing at the moment is about those lads of those days. I'm writing this film at the moment. One of my mates come up with an idea of a title. It's like Pirates of Ancoats. So, a bit of a laugh with that one. Writing's where it's at. Well, there's not enough people being allowed to be themselves to write at the moment. It's like looking at bands that are longevity. I mean, how would The Fall survive? Now, at the moment, you've got Simon Cowell's and people like going, your taste must be like this. So the fact that The Fall is still around after 30 years, they must have done something right, because close your eyes and you can hear something and it sounds good. That's what it's about.
So you released the greatest non-hits ever?
Yeah, because it was based on all the demos when you used to really go cap in hand with the record companies saying, please give us a record deal.
What happened when you went to London with Andrew and Bill and you nearly got one?
More than once I got one. We were about 2 or 3 times. So certain members of the band were a bit immature. I'd done a lot of legwork on gyros, got to meet people. I got as far as Status Quo's management. The Sun was going to manage us. We had the link with Andy and Bill, who played with Level 42. They did what I'd done playing with Phil Lynott. It was all there. And then we got around the table. We got drunk on sake on a boat. And then everyone realised that they weren't going to put the money into guys who could do that. You got to show you the business side of things. And we didn't show the business. Chris Evans was with us. He'd kick me under the table and tell everyone to shut up and get on with just being alright and get out of here and get on with the deal. But everyone was getting on with personal issues, which you don't do. It's called the music business for a reason.
Where did Tim Grundy come into it? When did you meet him?
When we did these, I found out it was Chris Evans we'd met at Plattfields, and in those days Chris was called White with 2 Sugars. That was his nickname, the Coffee Boy. He stood outside Piccadilly pretending to record. That's how Chris, this is the true story what happened with Chris. He was outside Piccadilly Radio with a microphone that wasn't even recording anything into a box, and he looked at him and said, can I interview Mr Grundy? And Tim looked at him and went, it's not even connected up with Phil. Come in here. If you want to do something, I'll show you how it's done. So that's when Tim took Chris under his wing, and then he became White with 2 Sugars, and then they got his own show on a Saturday morning. People had got into the way that Chris was absolutely brilliant on radio. He saw us at Plattfields, gave him our demo, and he really liked it. We became friends. We used to take him out. He only had jeans on, so we had to get him some pants. He'd pull these dodgy Farrah pants up here that was halfway with his ankle because he was dead sore. And then it was like we go out, and I remember sticking chips up his nose when he was drunk. And it was way before Fish Called Wonder, and we were actually sticking chips up his nose with tomato sauce. Me, Andy and Bill. But he was great them days, and he basically heard our demo and put us on the Saturday morning. They have a single of the week kind of thing, and they had to being judged by a band called It Bites. They were like, they said, "Oh, what do you think of the tunes?" And so they played I Found Out For Sure, which is just a demo that put it on the air against the two tunes, and everyone went, "The best one was the Look Twice one. I think it's really good." Well, the guy from Atlantic Star heard us on the radio. He said, "What's that band?" Well, actually, they've not even got a single out yet. They're just me mates from Wythenshawe. I just put them on for a laugh to see what everyone doing. Everyone's voted it the best songs. So the guy says, "Right, you can come and support us at Manchester Apollo, and if you come to Hammersmith for 3 nights, if you're not too embarrassing." So we ended up doing 4 nights, 1 in Manchester, 4 in London. I mean, it was nice to play the Apollo. It's the only time I played it, unfortunately. But I played the Point Depot after that, which is 12,500. It's a completely different kettle of fish. I've absolutely bricked myself on the first came on stage. I've done 35,000 gigs where it's been at festivals and 40,000 in Germany and stuff. And when they're really kicking for the Irish music, you know, like the Irish Celtic rock stuff was, because obviously I was with Toss of Feathers and Carmel. My power trip really is to make sure everyone's doing the right bits. But when I looked at Mark Ronson, he's no different to me. He works like a bugger at it. He really, really does. And he had Duran Duran rehearsing for 3.5 hours that day. I think he knew their set better than they did. Do you know what I mean? They'd been playing 20 odd years, and Mark Ronson knew it better than them and did a better job of it. Really livened it up, because you'd be surprised how much technology has helped so many artists. Because like that, it was in the sound check. I think Nick Rhodes was watching them, and they were really sound guys. They were doing Rio right now. How long's that song been out? 25 years or something now. And they're doing that, and he's got that little arpeggio thing going to the backward, and it all goes out of sync with the rest of the computers that are going on behind them, because that's how they work, you know. And they've got all these things behind them. And he sort of looks round and what's going on? Why is it going out of time? And I'm thinking, you're the keyboard player. Why don't you just press the notes? 25 years, and he doesn't know how to sort out an arpeggio problem. You go to someone like Stevie Wonder, he's even blind, he can do it. It's like Simon Cowell. What would he do with loaded lads with tattoos all over it, singing like Rage Against the Machine mixed with techno? Oh, definitely not having that. Do you know what I mean? Pulled my pants up to my tits. But I go to Spain just for the reason that they actually want to be entertained.
Could you done some TV work?
I was on Men and Motors. I was the house band on Men and Motors for 3.5 years with Noddy Holder, Terry Christian and Clint Boone were on it as well. One was called Elvis Is Just Left the Building. The other one was called Noddy, 3 actually. Did Noddy's Electric Ladyland, Elvis Left the Building, The Hot House and the G-Spot. And I wrote the theme tune for 3 of the show. Got paid a flat fee of 500 quid. That was it. I did the big Buckingham Bingo advert.
Come on, baby, get ready. Play the fucking bingo. Come on, baby, get ready. Head from the creek and rises. Come on, baby, get ready. Get my fucking bonus. You ready to play, baby?
The deal was, they wanted you to Get Up Off That Thing by James Brown, and the estate wanted £65,000 to use the song. So they went, Mike went, wait a minute, Barry James supported James Brown, he could do a good impersonation of James Brown. So they came down to get this idea of a little commercial thing, came and recorded it in my studio. Imagine if James Brown was a bingo caller. So I'm in a 2 Fat Mamas, 88, and stuff like that. Look at those legs, 11, ow, do all that kind of stuff. But when they put it to the final meeting, I just left it on for them to have a laugh to, for the office. I got a line, I got 2 lines. So I was thinking James Brown, 2 lines anyway. At the meeting, and he said, yeah, we're really happy with the music, we're really happy with the video we're doing, yeah. And what's that now that's going on? And he'd left it on by mistake. So I was like, oh no, that's just Barry messing around, having a laugh, and you know, I like that. I just get a tape, give an extra, whatever, 100 quid, and he can do the online voice as well.
How many songs have you written?
Well, about 100.
And which one would you say was your favourite?
Favourite I've been keep having to ask for is Father and Son. Everyone still loves that song.
Love was coming for the father and his son. Hope has come for the...
But I Found Out For Sure is the one that everyone remembered me for. That should have been a hit. I've had Blue had a look at it. They were going to do it for a while. The thing about this stuff is writing and becoming creative. That's what England's losing at the moment, unfortunately. Manufactured pop. It's annoying. It's like, where's the guy sat in his room learning how to play that? There's going to be no musicians soon because everyone's doing things on computers so much. You're listening to Jay-Z. All he does is remix other people's stuff most of the time. He's not like a fantastic musician, but he's a great producer. So what he does, he gets a little bit of that, a little bit of this, puts them together. Well, Mark Ronson does more than that. Mate, I was a roadie from 20 between Glastonbury to... Yeah, that's a funny story, it's true. They've just done Glastonbury. I'm giving them a favour by driving from Glastonbury for them to do the backline while they're doing the Duran Duran gig in Paris. So they come off stage last week, everyone's screaming, going, going mental for him. And the drummer out of his band goes, I know you. I went, nah, it just looked like everyone. I looked like Sideshow Bob, with Brian May, Slash, you know, I get it all. It just doesn't stop me, was the final tune, I think it was. So the chorus stage, the drummer goes, I know you. I said, no, I just look like everyone, Sideshow Bob, everyone. I went, no. He says, done a gig with you? I went, nah, you haven't. He said, your name's Barry, innit? I went, yeah. He said, I played you at the Cotton House in Manchester. I went, oh, Ashley Taylor Dawson's do that? Yeah, you know, all the Oaks. And the manager's come in and went, wait a minute, the drummer out of Mark Ronson's band recognised you before you recognised him. Who are you? That's what I said to him. I went, I'm just a roadie mate for the day. I've just let him doing a favour with my old van. So he'd hang around in Paris for 3 days. But I drove straight to Paris, got there, Duran Duran walked in, it was Simon Le Bon. But I don't even want to know it. They weren't exactly the same league as Stevie Wonder and Marvin Gaye for my department. And then the sax player walked in and went, Simon!